All right, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Of course, we have some updates of things that have happened today. Well, things that were said today, but other things happened last week. Okay? So this is especially important for anybody here that may be a federal government employee, right? If you are a federal government employee, this is important for you to know. So, Donald Trump, of course, was asked by the media, about the shutdown and all these things. And Donald Trump came back and said, um, he came back and said, we may, because when government employees when the government is shut down, employees are on furlough, government employees. Hold on, this damn cat of mine. This is why I didn't want you in here. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Didn't mean to do that. Out. This cat of mine always loves to come in here when I'm doing something, and then I have to get up to put her out and go through all these things. She get on my nerves with that. Good afternoon. Let me make sure I get this. Angels 11. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Carl. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So, in a nutshell, what Trump said was, listen, federal employees who are getting furloughed because, they don't get paid during a government shutdown, even if they have to work. Trump is saying, well, we may not pay them. We'll see. It depends on if they were nice. Wait a minute. Since when getting your money at work got to do with the president liking you as an individual? Now it's a popularity contest for you to feed your family. Republicans will starve you. They'll let you starve if you hurt their feelings. If the world operated from a place of we don't do nothing because Republicans hurt our feelings, nothing would ever get done. But that's the logic that the White House is using now. It all goes back to who they like. Who doesn't upset them? Who doesn't make them mad? And I'm looking at all of that and I'm going, what the hell, man? Like, what the hell? When did we become so petty and childish as a country? You know when? When we keep letting old people be in charge of shit. You keep letting old people be in charge of shit, it's going to keep being bad. I guarantee it. Because they're selfish. They got what they need. They got their money. They got their house. They have their car, their retirement fund. You're the one that's trying to get your stuff. Stop letting these people keep doing this. Let me stop for a second. Good afternoon to everyone. I take it none of you had realized who that was up there in the picture. I gave you enough time. That's little Stephen Miller. According to AOC, he's 4 feet tall. Good afternoon, Queen. So I wanted to put little man up there. Look at him like he feel like he's so important. Look at him. Ain't he so cute? Now, when I see that, I want to put little JD and little Stephen Miller together. I got work on that. I got work on that. That's little Stephen Miller though. Look at him, ain't he? Look at him. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he adorable? Because Stephen Miller was clearly upset on Fox News when they played that footage with AOC calling him 410. And the funniest part to me was when Fox News was talking about it, they said, when did elected officials become so childish? Wait a minute. Republican elected officials pride themselves on being childish. Oh, I get it. Childish stuff is only good if you're a conservative. Nah, I told y'all, match that fucking energy. When you start matching that energy, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. They cannot Handle it. Match the energy. Okay? Match the energy. But I go back to what I just said. If you know a government employee that's caught up in this mess, just understand that there may not be any back pay. Also, for contractors, there's no guaranteed back pay for them at all. It all goes back to the contract company that you work for and whether or not that contract company wants to pay you while the government ain't paying nobody. That's really the question. So all these people are losing out on money because Donald Trump is not leading. He's acting like a high school kid. That's what he's acting like to me, a high school child. Because none of this makes any sense. This isn't how you help families put food on the table, have money in their pocket. Y'all broker now than you were 6 months ago. You got less money in your pocket than you had 6 months ago. Why? Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the only reason why this occurred. The only reason. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate it. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to say you had a great Tuesday. We're just going to lean into it. And if you didn't, you're going to have a better Wednesday. Okay? All I'll ask you to do while you're here is tap that like button because tapping is clapping. I appreciate it very much. So if you could tap that like button for me. And then if you could hit that copy link button for me, you don't have to send it to anybody. Copy link counts as a share. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, D. Now, I want to share something with y'all because we're in a twilight zone. I'm about to show you something, and I know it's going to have you all like, but it had me the same way. But a broken clock is right at least twice a day, right? Okay. All right, let me show you what I got to show. Now, y'all see who wrote this, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene. She said, "Hi, this is your daily reminder that insurance has become unaffordable for most Americans. Health, auto, and home. I wish my party would make this a priority." What? See, even Marjorie Taylor Greene has figured out Republicans are on the wrong side of this shit. This is crazy to me that she figured it out. She has enough strength to buck back against Donald Trump. Grown ass men up there on the hill, scared of Donald Trump, won't buck back. That's what's amazing to me. So that lets you know that each and every one of those Republican men that are up there on the hill, they're cowards. They're cowards. So if any one of you voted for them, you shouldn't vote for them no more. They're every single one of them are cowards. Well, I still don't trust Marjorie Taylor Greene, Fairy. Don't get me wrong. I still don't trust her. But because I see what she's doing. I totally get what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing. What Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing, see, she hears her constituents too. See. Republicans don't want the shit that Republicans are doing. They don't want it either. But guess what? Trump says, suck it up. That's what you're going to get. And Republican leadership, Republican elected officials are punks. They suckers and they weak. So they laid down for it. Even though the people was who voted those people. Yep. And say it again, Angie. I'm of that mindset that if Republicans are doing X, I should probably be doing Y. Because 9 times out of 10, whatever they're doing don't make no sense, and I shouldn't be participating in that. Hey, Zarvis. So when I saw this from Marjorie Taylor Greene, I was like, oh, I know what sis doing. I know what she doing. She knows that Donald Trump and the entire Republican Party are on the wrong side of it. She knows it. She know they on the wrong side of the Epstein stuff. She know they on the wrong side of this budget stuff and the economy stuff. She gets it. And she got money. But she gets it. But Marjorie Taylor Greene wants power. So this is a way for her to fast track herself into having more leverage. Boom. Watch. Watch. Because all of these Republicans, yep, she going to use that shit for her campaign. Zarvis, you are absolutely, positively correct. She's going to use it for her campaign. She gonna be that one lowly Republican out there in the sea of all that other bullshit that's telling people, no, you should pay more. No, you should be okay with being homeless. America. She gonna be that one person in the Republican Party like, my party is bankrupting you. Child. She know what she doing. She's trying to set a lane all for herself. Because it's not like the Republican Party really listens to Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? They don't really listen to her. They don't really listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yep, she's trying to pull supporters. Marjorie's trying to get people on her side. I don't think for 1 second she cares about any of this stuff. But she'll care about it if it's going to keep her in this job. I guarantee you that. If it can keep Marjorie Taylor Greene in in Congress, in the House, oh, she'll happily push this shit. But she ain't going to be a liberal to do it. See, the goal is, I'm going to tell you what Marjorie's thinking. Marjorie's thinking where the Republican Party can take over what Democrats are trying to do and completely push them out the way. That's where Marjorie's betting wrong. Oh, that blue wave coming. Oh, it's a tsunami coming. Okay, Marjorie sees it. She sees it. But there's no way for Republicans to pivot on this, right? And say, oh, we care about health insurance. Not when you orchestrated that bill to cut people off of health insurance. You can't go with that. You can try to lie and say it wasn't you. You crafted that bill. You didn't even negotiate with Democrats. You just pushed whatever you wanted to do through. That's why I told y'all, Republicans can push all this shit all they want to, right? They can push all this stuff all they want to, right? They can push it all. But at the end of the day, reality trumps fiction. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They can still keep lying to these people. We're not taking your health insurance up until those people lose their health insurance. Then Republicans can say whatever the fuck they want to say. Bitch, I don't have health insurance. And explain to me, since I don't have health insurance, what are you going to do to give me health insurance? Because that becomes the next thing that MAGA has to say. You need to give me something, but then that would make them a socialist. But they've been socialists. They're going to do it. MAGA beg for shit all the time. Don't for 1 second let them make you think they don't beg for stuff. They always got their hand out. Y'all don't see the letters they put on the internet? Please, Mr. President, please. I don't think you meant to do anything you did, but I lost my job. And Trump's like, I meant it. He feels nothing. Trump don't give a shit. Stop the BS already. You're right, Danny boy. I just stopped it by booting you. You coming in here getting all sensitive. I told y'all one of the things that America has an epidemic of is sensitive ass men. And most of those sensitive ass men are conservatives. Always fucking crying. Y'all cry harder than any little girl I ever met. Any little girl. Y'all cry more than me. I'm a whole fucking woman. I don't nearly cry as much as you men do. Y'all get on in there. You said something bad about the man that I dream about at night. Don't you have a whole wife? Why the fuck are you dreaming about men? Why are you dreaming about men in diapers? That's the bigger question. Why are you dreaming about men in diapers? You know why the truth bothers them? Because they're fucking sensitive. And I make it my business to call out their sensitivity. Because conservatives said everybody else was sensitive. They sensitive as hell. Sensitive as hell. Yep. These people love diapers, bad makeup, no edges, hair pieces, all types of shit. All types of shit. I don't listen to nothing that these people say. I am not, what do you call it? I don't care. That's how you say it. I was about to hit you with some other bullshit. I just don't care. I just don't care. Now, did you see the other thing that MAGA's carrying on about? They have a petition. They have a petition, y'all. Impeach the president of Puerto Rico for sending Bad Bunny to the Super Bowl. I do think we should impeach the president of Puerto Rico, but we should impeach him because his ankles are swollen and he wears a diaper. I I don't know about y'all, but I like my presidents. Oh, I already booted John Deere. He's been booted. I think it's so ironic that he calls himself John Deere, but he can't meet his tractor payment right now. Can't meet his tractor payment right now. But see, I want Trump to be impeached because I don't like my presidents in diapers. I don't. I have no respect for a man that has to lay down on his back and throw his legs up to be changed. Why would I respect that? That gives new meaning to the term busted open. Like, wow. Our president is busting it open to be changed multiple times a day. Jesus. I feel sorry for those people. I really do. I feel sorry for the people that have to be responsible for the changing. And then who has to dump that diaper genie? Because if you ever had a baby in a diaper genie, you know that thing gets funky. You understand? That thing is not, what they say, odor proof, contrary to popular belief. As soon as you pop that seal on that thing, you getting all that. You can't unsee it, Lionel? What they say, good. When you can't unsee your president in a diaper, right? That lets you know we shouldn't have a president in a diaper. Yep, MAGA men be on that Grinder app. That's why they don't like when you talk bad about other men. They get hurt because you're secretly talking about their boyfriend. Yeah, I'm here again today, storyteller. Telling on your boyfriend. They don't like when you talk about their boyfriend. Talk about their boyfriend. But I just wanted to, if you see the petition floating around, you should sign it. Let's just go ahead and get old Trump on up out of here. Now, hold up. Before we get to this bitch, don't forget, we need those damn Epstein files. We need those Epstein files. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We need the Epstein files. Don't forget about it. Trump wants you to forget. Republican Congress wants you to forget. Part of the reason why you have a government shut down is so those Epstein files don't get released. That's why you have a government shutdown. Donald Trump and the Republican Party do not want that Democrat sworn into Congress because that Democrat sworn into Congress is going to vote. She is the tie-breaking vote to release the Epstein files. They don't want to do that. They don't want to protect kids. I need you to understand that. The party who made up that fake ass story about the children in the pizza parlor, remember that shit? Remember that story they made up? And MAGA, they believed it wholeheartedly. That's the crazy thing. They just believe anything, right? They believed it wholeheartedly. Yet now, silence. You can't get MAGA to say nothing, which proves they never gave a shit about kids at all. They never cared about children. It was about control. Or better yet, it was about making sure that whatever you wanted to provide as a service or product or tool was denied by just saying, no, we love the kids. We love the kids. Obviously, they don't. And your government is going to continue to be impacted as long as Republicans, the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, don't want to do their job. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Y'all got to ask yourself, what's more important? Like I find it very odd that people who claim to love God love Trump. Because Trump says he's never even asked for forgiveness nor prayed. They just sit there like good little sheep. Keep their head down. I don't want to upset daddy. So they keep their head down. Don't make sense to me. Because you know what it tells me? Those people are full of shit too. They're not religious. Because if they were, they wouldn't be hanging on to it. Now, we're going to get to this bitch right here. Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, the reason why I pulled up a picture of Ghislaine Maxwell was because the Supreme Court denied her appeal, right? Good afternoon, Special K. Denied her appeal because she wanted to get her case heard again. Her argument was there were some things that were done that were wrong, that shouldn't have happened. And the Supreme Court said, no, boo, we're not going to listen to this case. We're too busy making sure that Trump can have unfettered power. We don't have time for this. Because that's really what's going on. The Supreme Court has no problem with a shadow docket when it's about giving Trump more power. Y'all got to remember, Project 2025, one of the goals in there was to give the executive absolute and complete power. As long as it's a conservative. They don't, see, this is what I've been telling y'all. Conservatives love big government. They just don't like it to be run by anybody but conservatives. Conservatives love big government. You know how? Because big government's all in your doctor's office. Mm-hmm. It's in your body. Mm-hmm. Your marriage, how you parent your kids, what you eat, where you work. It's everywhere. Republicans love big government. They just don't like to be honest about the shit. Hey, user 229. They don't like to be honest. They do not like to be honest. Donald Trump said that he's going to talk to the Department of Justice about a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell. Y'all didn't see the video. He don't give a shit. He not hiding it no more. He already told you if you vote for him again, you'll never have to vote again. He told you that. He told you that. You're in here, Tyree. I see you. Pull up a seat, honey. Now, if you're asking for me to pull you up, no, I'm not going to do that. My spidey senses is tingling. But you can certainly pull up a seat and listen. But again, now Trump is saying the quiet part out loud. I told the Department of Justice to look into a pardon. Oh, no problem, Tyree. I'm just busting some stuff out. I won't be on here really long today, but I appreciate your support, handsome. Just understand that. I'm not being dismissive to you like I don't appreciate it. I do. And I'm going to say that to each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of your support. I do. I wouldn't keep some damn spam trying to call me. I wouldn't even keep showing up if I didn't feel that way. I'm going to be honest with you. I could have been online doing this eons ago. I just never did, frankly. Me and social media, I'm a little funny about social media. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, I be trying to let you know what's going on. When I find out about stuff, what tells me what videos I should make on certain things is that I try to talk about things that the mainstream media doesn't talk about most of the time. I'm being honest. I try to talk about that stuff because, I get to thinking, why doesn't the mainstream media want to talk about that? Why they don't want people to pay attention to that? That's really odd. Like, if you're traveling right now and you're doing a lot of traveling, you need to understand with the government shut down, the airports are being impacted. Yesterday, on Monday, we had 3 airports that had shortages of air traffic controllers. One airport in not too far from Los Angeles alone had no air traffic controllers. They were still flying planes in and out. The pilots had to talk to each other to do it. That's crazy. Y'all call this American excellence? This place is ghetto. This place is ghetto. I didn't know a helicopter went down. See, this place ghetto. And it smell funny too. Smell like racism and dirty skin. Yeah. That's what it smell like. It's real ghetto here. Very ghetto. But I told y'all, rich people to run this shit into the ground, to take everything from you, to force you to give everything to them. I told y'all, and look at rich people running this shit into the ground. Running this shit into the ground. Just so they can get you so desperate that you'll just take anything. Oh, you lucky you in the Philippines, Lionel, until October 19th. I know you're not looking forward to leaving. I wouldn't be. This place ghetto as hell. Because honestly, the worse America gets, the harder it's going to be for Americans to migrate out of this country into other countries. I'm telling you, because I'm going to tell you why. Other countries don't want you bringing that bullshit there. This is ignorant, stupid shit. They don't want you bringing that shit there. Loud and stupid. They going to be like, you keep that American excellence right over there where y'all at. Because we actually use washcloths over here too. So we don't have any interest in y'all bringing y'all dirty necks over to our communities, ruining the smells and the collars of jackets. They don't want that. You know what? This is what I tell people, Cheryl. This is how you know racism never went nowhere. And this is also why you know the very people that kept telling you there's no racism, this is how you knew they were lying. I'm going to explain it to you. If there is no racism, if you as a minority are always getting handouts all the time, why wouldn't white America want to be a minority? So they can get a free house, a free car, a free cell phone, free education, free money. Because according to them, we get a whole bunch of free shit. According to them, my black ass gets a whole bunch of free shit that I've never seen. I'm still waiting for the free shit. I'm still looking. I've yet to receive any of it, right? But according to them, to be a minority in America, you get a lot of free shit, right? So why wouldn't they want to be a minority? Because they know that's full of shit. White America knows that minorities in America don't get a whole bunch of free shit. Say it again, Hood Magic. If we did have it, they'd know before we would know. That's why they don't want to be a minority, because they know how minorities are oppressed because they do the oppressing. That's why people are working so hard to roll back the hands of time and to go back in time, because they already feel like they're losing ground. You know why they hate immigrants so much? I'm gonna put it all the way above for you so you can understand why Americans hate immigrants so much, because immigrants expose how stupid Americans are. How little education a lot of Americans have. That's what it exposes. That's what it exposes. And I'm telling you, Americans don't like that. Americans don't like that. Americans want to walk into a room and feel like they're the smartest people in the room, the best people in the room, all the standard issue bullshit. That's what Americans want to feel when they go somewhere. But to me, a person who thinks like that is insecure. Americans are insecure as fuck. They real insecure. That's why they pushing everybody else out. They pushing everybody else out while yelling American excellence. And guess what happens in the process? Japan got this fast ass bullet train, right? America still don't have high speed rail. Japan has an internet that is so fast, you can download the entire catalog of Netflix. I think it's is it 8 seconds or something like that? Hold on, let me see something. I can't remember. Because I've read it recently. You're right. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. See how Charlie was leaning to the left when that happened at the end? Yeah, I hope you saw that shit as I was booting you. I know you did. Bye. Fuck Charlie Kirk. I don't give a shit about Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. I have the freedom to not give a shit. I don't care. Conservatives don't care. Why the fuck should I care? Quiet as kept. Erica Kirk doesn't even care. How you gonna care more about Charlie Kirk than his own wife does? Make that shit make sense. How are you going to care more about Charlie Kirk than Charlie Kirk's wife? Don't make sense, right? No, I didn't make the Melania lamp, but I need to. Oh, Asia is super more advanced than us. Super more advanced than us. We sit over here unplugging and plugging back up our damn modem repeatedly to try to get better service, even though it don't change shit. I haven't done the giant check yet, dude. I need to do it. It's on my board over here. I have yet to do it. But America, y'all loud and you think everything's so great. And when I hear other Americans say that, I go, oh, that's somebody who ain't never been nowhere. Because see, if you've traveled, you know that shit a whole lot. Once you travel the world, you realize America is not okay. I did talk to my aunt, and I'm sorry, I forgot to ask about the plan. I'm going to text her. Oh, I'm using the phone. I'm going to text her. I'm going to make a note. Text auntie about plant, and I'm going to be specific about plant that only blooms during Judgment Day. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna come back and let y'all know what they call it down south. Cause I'm telling you, I wish I was selling that damn plant, especially because it's never gonna bloom. If it did, you did. Like, but America's losing. Trump is setting us back big time. He's setting us all the way back, all the way back. Now, did y'all see some of the podcast brothers, talk about now they didn't vote for none of this stuff with Trump and they're upset about, how things are going right now? Joe Rogan talking that shit, the other guy talking that stuff. I'm like, they're full of shit. They're trying to save face because the people that listened to them, they told those people Trump was the best bet. But see, Joe Rogan gonna be okay because Joe Rogan rich, he got money. This shit has no impact on Joe Rogan's life whatsoever. But that ain't the case for his listeners. Uh-huh. Yeah. His listeners are gonna go hungry listening to his punk ass. This is why you can't listen to people like Joe Rogan. He's a rich guy that cosplays as a working class guy. I'm telling you. He's a rich guy that cosplays as a working class guy. And working class people fall for this shit. And it's like, you got to be smarter than this. Let me Google it. I want to see right now Joe Rogan's net worth. Remember, this is the guy who used to host fucking Fear Factor. How he became a multi-million-dollar podcaster evades me. Because Joe Rogan ain't even funny. He's not even funny. So I don't get it. This is the guy that was telling people to eat bull testicles. And that's the guy y'all listen to about your health care, about your economy, who to vote for president. That's crazy. Obviously, Joe's a racist. He's a racist and not a funny comedian, but Joe Rogan is worth a reported around $200 million. And you're listening to his ass on who you should vote for. Of course, Joe Rogan wanted you to vote for Donald Trump. Joe Rogan wanted a tax cut. Duh. Like, when are people going to wake the fuck up? Yeah, he sure did used to do Girls Gone Wild. I forgot about that, too. Joe Rogan been grifting for a long time. He just finally found a grift that worked for him. And the grift that worked for him is podcasting to conservatives. Because y'all will believe any fucking thing. See, I was raised to question everything. Not as an act of disobedience, but to question everything because you ain't supposed to believe anything anybody tell you just because they told it to you. I was taught critical thinking skills. I was taught discernment. So I can go figure out if something makes sense or if something doesn't make sense. So many Americans don't have critical thinking skills. So many Americans were taught not to question things. Why? Because questioning something was seen as a sign of disrespect. Think about it, because that's religion. Religion tells you don't question nothing, believe in all of it, right? Don't question God. Don't question why, right? Which is crazy because when Morgan Freeman was God for a minute, he said you could ask why. Ask yourself, if your God loved you so much, why wouldn't he want you to question him? Of course he does. It's man that don't want you asking questions. That's what it is. It's man. It's not God. That's man. Saying, hey, don't be asking no questions. It's disrespectful to ask questions of God. Well, if God made me in his image, why would it be disrespectful for me to ask my father a question? Y'all better wake up. Y'all letting these people play in your damn face. See? Zarvis is saying, religion says that the Bible says, ask and I will answer. Problem is, a lot of people that say they're Christians don't read the Bible. They wait for their pastor to tell them what the Bible says. That's crazy work. Because the Bible also says you don't trust man. Listen, if you want to believe in it, that's cool. But you have information and you're not using it to your advantage. You're not. Yeah, you're supposed to question everything. My mother taught me to question shit. I would say my father did too. My father was like, ask why, ask why. But so many people are indoctrinated with religion, asking why is almost seen as a sin. And in the Bible, it don't say nowhere asking a question is a sin. That's man. That's man. Wake up, y'all. They're using religion to control you. Look, that's the perfect segue into. Look, perfect segue into, right? Perfect segue into me saying, hey, check out that Straight No Chaser podcast. New episode will be available to the general public tomorrow. If you're a member of my Circling Up crew on Patreon, you'll have access tonight. This episode is right on time because I am talking about, remember I asked the question the other day in one of my videos? I said, what lie were you taught? What were you taught growing up that you realized once you became an adult was a lie or it was propaganda, right? One of those pieces is America's the best country in the world to live in. Propaganda, lie. All men are created equal, lie. America don't believe that. America ain't never believed that shit. Never. Even when they wrote it, they had slaves. Okay? The American dream, lie. You need to listen to this new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast. When I talk about the lies that you were taught and fed and why it's a lie, and I ask you to share with me the lies you were told. Because we were all indoctrinated and told lies. Oh, the Civil War got a whole bunch of lies associated with it. I remember it wasn't until I was in an American history class in college that I learned more truths about the Civil War. Now, this was a long time ago. I don't know what they teaching in them books now. But back then, they still taught that the South was against being a part of the Union. They wanted to keep their slaves. They wanted to keep their oppression. And see, people love to tell you, oh, the people in the South, they weren't fighting to keep slaves. That's a whole fucking lie. It's a whole fucking lie. Because after the Civil War was over, then you had Jim Crow. You still had to fight through the Civil Rights Movement because the South was not willing to ever see black people as people. Ever. Ah, you said the Israelites that are currently over in Palestine are ancestors of the Israelites in the Bible. Ah, okay. I have to be careful and tread lightly on my discussion of Israel on TikTok because they get funny. So I usually talk about that stuff on Patreon because they get funny about that. Catch a flag so quick. The South's Constitution mentions slavery 900 times. Thank you. You said after the Civil War, a Democrat replaced Lincoln. Jesus was blonde and blue-eyed. Yeah, on Good Times. Jesus wasn't blonde hair and blue-eyed. There's no fucking way if he can be from that area over there and be blonde hair and blue-eyed. He'd have sunburn to all be damned. But hey, it's the lie that people love to tell themselves. Which one do you want to talk about tomorrow, Ida? It's the lie that people love to tell themselves. You know? Jesus looked like Ned the Wino. Y'all remember that episode when JJ... Oh, okay, I'm making a note. I'm making a note to talk about it on Patreon. Yeah, y'all remember when JJ painted that picture Ned the Wino and had Ned the Wino looking like Jesus? They near about had a fit in that house. And that, well, you know Florida. Listen, I don't have the best opinions of Florida. I feel like Florida Evans kept them in the ghetto and kept them poor. That's just my opinion. Florida, she ain't never want them to steal nothing. She ain't never want them to do nothing underhanded. It was always like, oh, we got to live according to the Lord and do the right thing. Listen, chill. I was not a fan of her. I'm sorry. I just wasn't a fan of Florida Evans. I was not a fan because she kept them poor. I'm just saying. She kept them poor. And the only other question I got to ask, look, I'm going off on a tangent for a hot second. What was, yeah, okay, I kind of know, but I don't remember which episode. Okay, I'm at, now follow me here because y'all know we love to talk about entertainment and all that other shit. Follow me here. Riddle me this, Batman. Look, I'm going to take this background off because I'm tired of this background for this afternoon. Okay, so riddle me this, Batman. Y'all remember the Good Times episode? Okay, you know in the kitchen, there's a door in the kitchen too. And there was an episode when they opened that door because somebody knocked on it. That door was not a broom closet. That door was a door to another area in the building. Anybody else remember that episode or it's just me? I know I'm not crazy. I know for a fact they opened that fucking door. I just can't remember which episode it was. That's all. I just can't, because at some point on Good Times, they changed that from a door that would open up to another portion of the building to a broom closet. But that's not what it was the entire time. Okay, Zarvis, you remember. That was the back porch. No, I remember somebody knocking on it before, Zarvis. No? I could be wrong, though. But I could distinctly remember that door did something. Not they didn't have no porch. Listen, I'm about to say they was in the ghetto. They had no porch. No, it was storage later. But in the very beginning, it was something else. It was not storage closet. Okay, Reggie says it went to the stairwell, but I know it went somewhere because somebody knocked on that door in an episode before. I know I'm not crazy. I just don't remember what episode it was, so I can go back in time and look at it. Okay, so I Googled it, and according to AI, yeah, because back in the day, a lot of apartments had dual entrances. Many Chicago apartments had dual entrances during that time, where they had a front door that led to a main staircase and a kitchen door that opened up to a separate back stairwell. I knew it. I was like, yo, I'm not crazy. I remember that at some point on the Good Times in the very beginning, that door opened up to something else. Then over time, it turned into a fucking storage closet. Yeah, maybe it was Bookman who knocked on that door before, but somebody knocked on that damn door. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. They be trying to make you think you crazy. Real talk. Real talk. They be trying to make you think you crazy, but I know I wasn't crazy. Hold up, y'all. Okay. Now, you know how I tell you in this economy, with all this shit going on with the government and stuff happening, and I tell you to make your money. I'm about to give you guys an idea to make money. Okay? About to give you another one. Guess what I just found on the internet when I just researched about the whether or not that door opened up in the kitchen. Why is somebody online selling floor plans of the Good Times apartment for $32? It is an entire website dedicated to selling floor plans for fantasy apartments from TVs and movies. It's called fantasyfloorplans.com. I just came upon it. Go look it up. Fantasyfloorplans.com. And I bet you people buy this shit. So don't tell me you can't make no money in this economy. Don't tell me you can't make no money in this economy. It may be weird, dude, but what you find is weird shit sells. People like this is a statement piece for somebody to put in their house. You frame it, somebody walks around, they see it, then y'all start talking about it. That's why. That's why. This is why I'm telling y'all to make your money. Look, Sabrina says, I definitely buy it because I'm a Sims player. Listen. Yep, people were selling cuddling services. I forgot about that. Yep. People still sell some of that stuff. One of my dreams is I just got to figure out a way to do it, to finance it, is to be able to just hang out with old people all day and have fun with them. Literally, just have fun with them. But I don't want to do it with the ones who got money for it. I want to do it for regular, everyday working folks. Regular, everyday old people that worked hard. They may not have a lot of money. It's okay. I just want to go because I love hanging out with old people. No disrespect. They're fun. They're fun and they tell all the business. You say your barber has that same painting on Good Times. See? Zarvis is telling y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with selling companionship days. People will buy it. People will pay you just to go to the movies with them. People will pay you just to talk to them on the phone. People will pay you for so much. Like I'm about to look it up, right? Companion. I want to see something. Companionship services. Look. Companionship for seniors. That's one website. Personal care and companionship. Man, there are tons of companies out here that they just get paid to be company for somebody else. We're not even talking about doing medical care. None of that shit. We're not talking about nursing care, none of that. Just somebody to hang out with. Yeah, that's a business. You say you love your church because they're all 60 and older. They are the sweetest and most accepting people. Absolutely. But hey, Days, I'm going to be honest. Some of them can be real bitches, though, when they get older. I ain't going to lie about it. Some of them old people are real cranky. But the cranky comes from being lonely, to Zarvis's point. Loneliness. I used to talk to my grandmama every day. I used to go see her several times a week because and she lived in a senior, facility with like other seniors, but I always wanted her to feel and know she had people around. We wasn't leaving Granny all off on her own. Not at all. I always wanted her to know that. But let me tell you something. I told y'all this before. If you got your families in them senior living facilities, you need to talk to your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, whomever, about, I'm trying to make sure I say this in the right way on TikTok so I don't get no flag, to be safe with their bodies. I'm just letting y'all know they fast and loose in these places. They doing free love in them places, okay? There were many a times I came to visit my grandmama. And out there in the parking lot, I would see an empty case for some rhino pills from the gas station. Okay? All right? Talk to the people in your family. I'm serious. Man, elders are having Freaknik every day in them damn senior living facilities. Do you understand? Every day. Yeah, their age demographics has high rates of the three-letter virus. High. Not did they use that blue magic. I'm just telling you because when I would always visit my grandmother in those places, they be getting it in. It'd be a lot of young people coming through there because a lot of them old people be having young people, but that they be sponsoring. Don't I listen? I'm just telling y'all. Yep, not just on Fridays. I'm telling y'all. Talk to your family. Trust me on this. Thought we'd be nice and clean. My father-in-law's thought, oh, honey. I bet you was grossed out. Look, father-in-law said, I didn't ask y'all to go in my car, but since you did, that's what you get. I'm grown. That's what he said. He said, I'm grown. But at least he out here with putting a helmet on his soldier. I ain't even mad at Pops. Pops out here putting a helmet on his shoulder. A lot of these older people are not doing that. They practicing love the way they did back in the day. That's ungood. That's ungood. They shouldn't be doing that. So talk to your people. Cause I used to talk to my grandma. I knew at some point I knew my grandmother wasn't doing nothing. Me too. Don't you love it? You know what I say that laughter is, T? Those are the angels in Republican heaven laughing at all of the Republican voters who thought that Donald Trump was going to save them. They laugh their ass off every time. Honey. They said, did they really think that he was going to make America great again? You say, Reggie, sometimes it keeps the heart pumping. I guess. I guess. What, for what? What? 60 seconds tops? I mean, come on. Come on. How long could you really keep the heart pumping at 80, right? Come on. Come on. Now, it depends on how your 80 looks. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, if your 80 looks like J. Howard Marshall, you probably not going to do nothing. But if your 80 looks like Ernie Hudson, that was in the Ghostbusters, that man is taking great care of himself. That's different. See, that's different. That is different. That is different. Yeah, and Ernie Hudson, he's 79. He's 79. That man looks good. He is the same age as Donald Trump. The exact same age. You're right about that, Zarvis. Ask Trump. You're right about the time frame. He couldn't tell you. He says, it's been so long I can't remember. Melania ain't letting that old man even mount her. That's just not happening. She's like, get away from me, you disgusting old man. You smell like diaper and fluids. Melania not giving Trump no action. She's just there because one, Trump needs arm candy so he don't look really, really old, and she's down with it. I'm not sure. Let me see how old Samuel L. Jackson is. I think Samuel L. Jackson is 78. No, Samuel L. Jackson is only 76, actually. So Ernie Hudson is older than Samuel L. Jackson. Ernie Hudson look good. Ernie Hudson look good. Okay? Look good. He looks better than everybody except Sigourney Weaver's still looking good. Rick Moranis is still looking good. But Dan Aykroyd, ooh, he hit a wall. Bill Murray, ooh, hit a wall. Bill Murray didn't age well. I love me some Bill Murray, but Bill's only 75. Bill didn't age well. Bill didn't take care of himself. He didn't take care of himself. All right. But Ernie Hudson, oh, Ernie did. Not hit and slid down. Listen. I be trying to do the right thing, but y'all make it hard for me. Every time I try to leave, something keeps holding me back, Hey. Y'all be doing that. I be trying to do better, but y'all don't want me to do better. Y'all want me to do bad. Ernie does look like he's in his 40s, doesn't he? Ernie's 79. Let me see. Who else did somebody say? Clifton Davis. Let me see. How old is Clifton? Clifton Davis does look good. Oh, yeah, for 80? I didn't know Clifton Davis was 80. He looks great for 80 years old. He looks great. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He looks fantabulous. Hey, Zaddy. Listen. Hold up now. Wait a minute. Yeah, Clifton Davis from Amen. Like what they say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Amen, 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 amen. I'm like, hold up now. Hold up now. He does. He looks good. I'm going to tell you who else looked good too. Anna Marie Horsford. That was on Amen with him. She looked good too. She's 77. She is 77 years old. Wow. I had no idea. She looks good too. For 77, she looks good. She looks good. But Faison Love, y'all know what he looked like. He 57. Jesus. That's another one who hit a wall and slid down. I'm going to tell you who else looked good too. Barbara Montgomery and Roz Ryan. Remember, they were both on Amen. Both of them look good. Them heifers are aging in reverse, especially Roz Ryan. Roz Ryan literally aged in reverse. How? I swear that I don't know how she did that. I don't know. But y'all see Roz Ryan. Roz Ryan has aged in reverse. She is 74. Wow. Wow. I had no idea. I had no idea she was 74 years old. You say he wrote an anti-ice country so that Benjamin Bottoms thing going on. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that Ice Country song. I heard that. That was pretty good. That was very, very good. That was very, very good. Very, very, very good. But I tell you, these women, I ain't gonna say black don't crack, because he can break up on you now. Y'all seen Trick Daddy. Chill. Y'all seen Trick? Listen. Lynn Whitfield is 72 too? Damn. She look good. She look good. See, listen, y'all laughing, but it's the truth. All that shit about black don't crack, that's a lie. It'll break up on you, Trick Daddy, right there. Trick Daddy is still right there. When they say Trick love the kids, ew. Now I'm gonna tell you who else is aging really well. I saw a picture of him yesterday. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna just bite my hand when I say it. Morris Chestnut. He's only 56. But honey, Morris Chestnut, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Man, that skin, isn't that skin fabulous? It's like Morris Chestnut is aging in reverse. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I'm like, yo. Tay Diggs is another one. Tay Diggs is 54. Tay look good. Tay look real good for 54. Compared to other 50-year-olds I see, look real good. Yep, another Benjamin Button. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. It's certain celebrities, like Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson kept looking younger and younger as she kept aging. And I was like, how the hell does that happen? Yeah, Bernadette Stanis, she's another one. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Black don't crack. Black don't, well, that's not true. I told y'all. It will break up on you. It will break up on you. Yeah, Lorenz Tate aged very well. Aged very well. How old is, look, y'all know I was talking about Coleman Domingo this morning. Why y'all bring him up? Why you bring him up? See, y'all playing games. Y'all playing games. Y'all playing games. Yeah, he's 55. Oh my God. He is 55 years old. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nia Long is 54. She is 54 years old. Looks fabulous. Regina Hall, 54. Fabulous. Stop playing with these women. Sanaa Lathan, 54. Fabulous. Come on. Listen, this is why I believe in good skincare. Take care of your skin, y'all. Drink your water. Hydrate. Drink your water. Moisturize. Wear sunscreen. Be covered when you dealing with that sun. Yeah. Pharrell's another one that's aging in reverse. I swear he been looking 12 since we've known him. Pharrell's been looking 12 since we've known him. He's 52. This boy been looking like he been in high school or junior high ever since we seen him. 52. But Pharrell will tell you he goes in on skincare. He's big on skincare. He's big on skincare. That's why I say to y'all, take care of your skin. I'm gonna tell you who's older. Malice from Clips, he's 53. Not a wrinkle in sight. Malice is 53 years old. His brother's 48. His brother's still in his 40s. Malice is 53. Moisturize. Drink your water. Don't be stressing about stupid shit. Because stressing will make you age. Stress will age you. That's crazy. This man is 53. I'm looking right at the information right now. 53. Wow. Don't play with him. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Nas is 52. Jay-Z 55. These people took care of their skin. Yeah, I said Regina Hall. Regina Hall 52. Stress will kill you. Absolutely true, Zarvis. It will kill you and it'll age you. Be mindful. Don't be letting these people stress y'all out, y'all. Trump administration want to stress you all the way to the core, break you to the limit. Don't let them do it. Oh yeah, Regina King gotta be in her 50s too. Yeah, Regina King's 54. 54. Y'all better stop playing with these people. Moisturize. And it's not because they don't look like that because they're Hollywood. I'm telling you, they look that way for one reason specifically. They look that way because they took care of themselves. I'm telling you, because there are also people that didn't take care of themselves. You know, I never knew this. So Rania King is Regina King's sister. I didn't know that. Had no idea. Wow. She's the younger sister. Had no idea. Never made the connection that they were sisters. Ever. Even though looking at them, I can tell now, but I never made that connection. Yep, I never made the connection, Zarvis. Never made the connection. Wow. But yeah, take care of your bodies, folks. I'm glad we ended on that note this evening to take care of your bodies. I also want to remind you, if you discuss movies with us, you need to come on over to Patreon and put in your suggestions for October Movie Month. Okay? You got to put in your suggestions for October Movie Month. Right? Right now, we have a couple. Let me see how many we have. Thank you, Zarvis, Lori, Miss Thompson. Y'all have been adding adding comments. The last day for the post is Thursday. All right? So check it out if you haven't. Okay? I thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. Don't forget to check it out. Straight No Chaser podcast, new episodes happen tomorrow. But for my Patreon members circling up, you will get access this evening. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, beautiful. So check it out. It's where I talk about these lies that we were told growing up, stuff we were told, and then it's not until you get older and you become an adult that you realize it's propaganda. That's when you figure it out. Yeah, I knew about Samore and Nia Long being sisters. That one I knew. Yeah. And Debrat and Lisa Ray are sisters. I think everybody know that. Because Lisa Ray be coming at Debrat sometimes like she her mama. I'll be like, okay. Keith David is 69. That's all. I don't know why I thought Keith David was older. I love me some Keith David. Can I tell you my favorite? Okay, as I'm wrapping up, I'm going to tell you my favorite quote from Keith David in a movie. My favorite quote from Keith David in a movie goes back to Dead Presidents, where he was talking with whatchamacallit's character, and he was talking about he was mad with the cops trying to shake him down. And he said, I told them I would rather eat cat shit with a knit needle than to give them anything. That line stuck with me. Do you know how long it would take to eat that? Jesus. I said, listen, that's some good writing. Oh, Keith Davis has a fabulous voice. Fabulous. Oh, he has the type of voice that when you hear it, you're going to pay attention. He has the type of voice when you hear it, you're going to listen. I love me some Keith David. Love me some Keith David. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Man, when they took his leg, oh, that was the best. Dead Presidents is a great movie. I still watch that. If I catch it when it's on cable, I'm going to watch it. Because Dead Presidents was a good movie. It was a really good movie. And it didn't happen that Nabushe Wright was fucking gorgeous on camera. Oh my God. I still remember when she first came into the scene. It was like, who is that? Because I'm going to admire when I see something beautiful or handsome, I'm going to say something. Oh, she was gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look, let me see where she at right now. Look, because Nabushe Wright is in her 50s. Hold on, let me see. I'm telling you, she's got to be in her, I know she in her 50s now. There she go. Nabushe Wright. So gorgeous. She is just gorgeous. She was in Blade. She was in all. Oh, she's gorgeous. This woman is breathtakingly gorgeous. Breathtakingly gorgeous. She is 55. Oh my God. 55. You never seen a picture of her before? Okay, as I'm wrapping up, I'll show you a picture of her. Um, I'll show you when I first saw her. And I was like, who is that woman? Because keep in mind, there was another. Rose Jackson was also gorgeous. She was the one that played Anthony's baby mama. She was pretty too. But Nabushe Wright was breathtaking. It was something about how she looked that was so regular, so normal. Like you could see this. I've seen dozens of black women that look like that. Dozens. And maybe that's what made her so pretty. I was just like, I've seen black women like that before. She's fucking gorgeous. She's fucking gorgeous. Now, I just want to stop and say I thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to listen to the Straight No Chaser podcast. New episode will drop tomorrow for the public, tonight for those on Patreon, okay? I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters before I wrap up and show this picture, right? Number 1, beautiful Beautiful Jessie loves food and things. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Number 2, beautiful Swirl. Oh, I like that name. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 3, beautiful Sabrina. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 4, beautiful Kimmy. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 5, beautiful Trail. Thank you, beautiful. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Dude. Thank you so much, beautiful. Don't forget, if you love the uncensored stuff, come on over to my Patreon. Link is in my profile. I do freebie Fridays over on Patreon. So following my Friday show on TikTok, I do an uncensored live show on Patreon. If you like it, come on over and listen, because there's a whole lot of shit I can't say here that needs to be said. Okay? Now, before I leave, look, let me move this camera. Let me move my phone. Look, I'm moving closer. Right? Closer. All right, now let me show you Nabushe Wright. Okay, let me find a way to. I'm trying to flip the camera. Here we go. Look at her. Look at this woman. Look at the dimples. Look at the smile. Look at her. Look at her. That woman's fucking gorgeous and still gorgeous. But when I first saw this woman on screen, I was like, who's that girl? She's gorgeous. It happens. You remember her, right? You remember Nabushe right now. I remember Nabushe Wright. Nabushe Wright was a woman that I never forgot her. She's breathtakingly gorgeous. But in some women, you see them and you go, she's one of them. She's one of them to me. Always loved her. Love me some Nabushe Wright. But I love you guys too. I thank you for joining me. I'll be back online 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay? I'll see you in the morning. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head, y'all. Don't feed no trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye bye. Have a blessed evening. Bye bye. Have a blessed evening.